£200,000. He's lazy. He can't last 60 minutes. He just can't run at all. Yes, that's everything that was said about Tom Rogic. Tom Rogic, the man that people say can't last 90 minutes. And let's be honest, every Celtic fan out there has said at some point he can't last 90 minutes. But what a player. What an amazing player that he's been over the years. And yes, John Park has been in the papers today. The man that brought us Virgil van Dijk, etc., talking about Tom Rogic. Obviously, there's nothing else to report from Celtic, so they have to make up some stories. So what about Tom? Aren't we glad that we didn't sell him this summer? Just imagine if we had sold him. Some of the things that he's done for us over the years, especially scoring against the Zombies and at Hampden. He's still only 27. Could he give us his best years of his life? Make no mistake, he should be kept at Celtic for as long as he can, because he's an amazing player and he can do us a turn, and he does score some fantastic goals. And he is only 27, people. Let's remind ourselves of that. He's only 27. He's been with us that long that we forget these things at times. You know, he's still only a young lad in the terms of football world. So let's move on from Tom Rogic. Craig Gordon, could he come back to haunt us? Craig Gordon was an absolutely fantastic player. Turned Celtic down when Celtic were too busy trying to get Fraser Forster to stay at Celtic, and Craig moved on back to Hearts. Will he come back to bite our bum? In other news, only in Scotland can Sean Connery be turned from media, film, Scottish legend into somebody that hates Celtic so much. And according to a certain newspaper, tried to bring down Celtic in 1967. They've also got to... So you have to remember, people, back in the day, back in the 1990s, when people, if you remember the news back then, Rangers would come out with one story, Celtic would come out with a story, Rangers would come out with an even better story the very next day. This is what's happening this year, and it's happening even more. So for other Celtic news, you can see in the story here, there's not much happening news-wise today, so that's why the papers have to make up so much crap. So the SPFL forfeit plans to basically deduct clubs a 3-0 loss if they have to forfeit games. Now it's obviously been the fact that Rangers, funny how that all happens at the same day, that Rangers players are, let's just say, got COVID, allegedly. So in other news, there isn't much happening. A lot of garbage about Sevco, a lot of bad news about Celtic. Everybody and their horse wants to beat Celtic. Subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.